Hello, hello! Oh, we are too early.
Yeah!
Hello! Finally! Hey guys, welcome back.
Broke through the intro.
Welcome back, guys. As you see, we got a 10 in the meanwhile, a little bit.
Well, yeah, you did.
I did, yeah. I saw some sun. Or have I been playing too much Diablo and I've been to hell and back?
I'm not sure. Maybe you put the brightness on your monitor too high.
Maybe that's the case, because
Gets
it's
you
a
10.
very bright monitor. Yeah, it's very nice. So, yeah, this week something else, more of a game-oriented stream. Last week, I think you and Eric, right, took a look at...
No, it was Eric and Mike, I believe.
Oh, Eric and Mike.
Yeah.
They took a look at Computex. This week, as you all may know, Diablo has launched. The long-awaited Diablo number 4.
The dragon does look very much at home, Jason. It does.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Messi rule, what's immersive about this? You'll find out. We'll get to that part. No worries.
I'm actually still missing the TikTok chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because
Let's see if I can pull that up.
people need to know that it's live. There you go. Hello TikTok, welcome. Yes, we're live on TikTok as well, guys, nowadays. And so TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Am I missing something? Twitter?
Yeah.
Live everywhere.
YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, I believe.
Yeah. So this is going to be a fun stream. The giveaway is going to be different today, as you can see. I always get it wrong.
Yeah, same here, because
It's
you're
mirrored.
looking at on a monitor and it's kind of like mirrored.
Yes,
So.
it's weird. We won't be giving away the Dragon Doll. It stays right here because it's our lucky.
We need it.
We need it. But yeah, we will be giving away 2 copies of 2 Ultimate Editions even, so valued at €100, I think,
Yep.
of Diablo 4. So that means you also get some Battle Pass action once it comes out, and some extra cosmetics, and yeah, all the fun stuff.
Exactly.
So that's going to be very nice. If you want to participate in that giveaway, there's a Gleam link in the description of the YouTube video, and our bot will spam it every couple of minutes or so.
5 minutes, I believe, yeah. At least on YouTube and Twitch. The other platforms
yes.
don't like links being shared, so unfortunately it's not allowed. So if you want to participate, the link will be in the chat every 5 minutes in the chat on YouTube and Twitch.
Yes, sir. So yeah, there's that. I hope you all have been well. Let me know what you're going to do this weekend, if you're going to play Diablo or not. I'm pretty curious if this is a game for our viewers. Can I have an MSI computer? You can trade it for a bunch of money.
Yeah. your G on TikTok was also, do you mind giving me a PC?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if we had one to give away.
I wish I could, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't do too much
No.
charity. Yeah.
Well, no, indeed.
Well, we do charity, but...
Any giveaways? Yes, the Ultimate Edition of the game.
Yes, sir.
2 of them, actually. You can win, Mo. So, don't miss out. You have to check on YouTube or Twitch, though, because in that chat, the link for the giveaway is being shared. So,
yeah,
head over there. Make sure you don't miss out.
And we'll be giving them away throughout the stream. So
yes,
yeah,
on random moments.
Random moments. So you'll.
I mean, I was thinking maybe we. I mean, I know you already have a character, but maybe we could do like a hardcore character run through, and every time you die,
we have to start over every time we die.
You got 2 shots, you know. But anyway,
we can do that. We can do that. I mean, maybe the chat can choose, because we have 2 options. I can start a new character today and show you a little bit at the beginning, or I can show you level 42. So that's almost halfway. Yeah, up to you guys. Up to you guys. But first, let's talk about
what console? What console? PC, man.
It's available on console.
Yeah, I know, but we're playing it on PC.
We're playing PC. It's Master Race.
Yeah.
PC Master Race. You should know that by now.
I mean, we do make console-sized PCs, to be fair.
We do.
We do. So
those are also
you can do that. Will you play Diablo 4? Yes, you've come to the right place.
We will, for sure. Necromancer, I see. Ah, that could be interesting.
Joe Schmo is on YouTube is saying, too bad no Diablo with MSI collab GPU. I know. I saw the one that NVIDIA made, and I was, it's like, oh, we could do that. Unfortunately, yeah, it's complicated. We
do have Supreme, I think, in a special box that I saw on our social media.
Yeah, but I think that was part of a...
But the graphics card itself is not customized.
No, indeed. I think that was part of the Diablo and NVIDIA collab, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think so.
As part of the media sample seeding, NVIDIA made a really nice box, Diablo IV themed and stuff like that, and there was obviously, Supreme graphics card included. So they have a really nice card to do the testing with.
Very nice.
Yes.
Right. Personally, I love this game. I've been playing Diablo since Diablo 2. And I was very young when it came out. I think it was one of my first games. Have you played Diablo versions before, Peter?
Yeah. I remember back in, what was it? Not elementary school, but actually maybe it was elementary school that we had. I was part of the, nerdy crowd back then already. It was Magic the Gathering. Some guys were playing the card game and stuff. But there was also some, what was it? Like Red Bull fueled weekends of LAN parties back then. And nice. Diablo 1 was actually one of the games played there, alongside Counter-Strike, the original 1.6, or not, maybe even before that. It was before 1.6, I believe. I couldn't really get into it. It was too new for me, and it was a bit too complicated. It was too much for me to kind of get into. And I didn't have, to be fair, I didn't really have a good PC back then, so I had to kind of rely on other people vacating their PC so I could have a go, which obviously didn't happen that much. Anyway.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I did. I really loved the vibe of the first one as well. The second one was a bit more hardcore. I got into it, but it wasn't my favorite. I have to say, so far, Diablo 3, I really enjoyed because of it was a bit more casual, I guess, and I got more casual about it after a while. So it was a bit easier to get into, and I also really liked the voice acting, the story, and stuff like that. And so Diablo 4, I've played a little bit so far, and it seems like a really good mix between taking some of the more casual elements, especially I'm playing on World Tier 1. I don't want to make it too hard right away. So just playing through the story and just enjoying that, and then I'll see if I have. I'm part of the. I saw a video before the stream, before we started as well, about a guy, I think he's DM Diablo or something. Long red hair, and he had like his take on Diablo. He was at level 82 or whatever.
Okay.
And I think he had a really. Really well put when he said, yes, for the people who play 24/7, you kind of get to the end game quite fast, like within a couple of days, and then you're kind of stuck wondering, well, what am I doing now? I'm just grinding the same things over and over again. But he said, I think this game is really made for not really the hardcore people as much as like the average people, like the dads, the people who grew up with Diablo, right? Who are in their 30s, maybe early 40s now, who have a family, who have a job, and who just have, maybe every single day they have just 1 or 2 hours to play after putting the kids to bed and stuff. And so they, for them it needs to be doable as well. I'm actually part of that crowd as well. So I totally agree. And it's one of the things that I like about the game as well, is that it's doable for me. Even though I don't have that much time to play, it's not trying to push me to kind of devote my whole life and like, call in sick just to stay with the game and be on board with it.
Yeah.
I like that about it, because there's so many games these days asking you to basically dedicate your whatever time you have to it, otherwise there's no point,
Yeah.
So I like that this game does that a bit differently, and you can really play it at your own pace. So yeah,
you can still have fun even if you're undergeared or something.
I'm enjoying
it. You can still
it,
play with your friends.
Yeah.
I love what they did with the scaling of the game as well.
Yeah.
We'll talk about more of that later.
Yes.
For the ones who don't know Diablo, the story, a little bit of summary, I guess, as far as I know it. Basically, heaven and hell have been in conflict, which is called the eternal conflict, for a long time, and from there there was two titans, or kind of titans. You can compare it to titans that were fighting, and they kind of represent good and evil. From those titans, because they were at war, some fragments broke off, which one of them became what's it called? The World Stone. A lot of that in Diablo 3 actually, and fragments of those World Stones became the lesser evils or the prime evils, which is Diablo himself, his brother Mephisto, but also Duriel and Dariel, like the end game bosses in all the acts in Diablo 2 and Diablo 1. And they can't die, but they can be prisoned into a soul stone or something like that, and that's been happening a couple of times. But basically, there's also a good side to it, which is all the angels. So there's now it's not a new angel, but he's been there before. But this is the first time we actually see him, which is Inaris, which is kind of like God to us in a way, because Inaris and Lilith together were the creators of humankind. So they kind of went rogue on all the other gods, and they decided to make 50% demon, 50% angel, which became human beings. And they basically created Sanctuary, and Sanctuary is where Diablo,
takes place.
It takes place.
The world.
The world is that's the world of Diablo. So right now we've already kind of defeated Diablo a couple of times, because he came back a couple of times. We've defeated Mephisto, which is the Lord of Hatred. We've defeated the lesser evils like Asmodan and Dariel and Duriel. And we had the help from Tyrael. Tyrael, we don't know what Tyrael is at the moment. He could be dead. He could be, because he became human in Diablo 3. Yep. So he decided to become human himself because he was the angel of justice, I believe. And he had a little bit of a conflict with what's his name, the top guy of the angels. I don't remember his name. The guy with the red wings, in Diablo 3. Imperius. Oh. Yes. So he had a kind of a conflict with Imperius at the time, and he decided to become human because of it. And walk among humans, and for him that was the most just way to help the humans. I
was always a big fan of Zoltan Kuhl.
Zoltan?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the machine?
No, that's the machine Zoltan. Like an ancient. No, it was an ancient wizard. I think that in the end you got Zoltan's cube, or Kenai's cube, or what was it called? Yeah. But Zoltan Kuhl was the wizard, and it's like his voice, man. I'm not sure what the voice acting now in Diablo 4 as well. Like you've got these people with those really deep voices, with the really gritty voices. I really don't know if that's like voice acting, like really, I can't imagine somebody sounds like that in real life. Yeah. But that's one of the things I really like about that really deep, bassy voices, gritty voices in the storytelling.
Oh, they have some of those too here. Yeah. It's wonderful. I mean, the voice acting and the cinematics in this game are
top notch.
Oh man, they're amazing. It's almost something to play for, you kind of want to play the campaign so you can see all the cinematics.
I'm just enjoying, before, because indeed you've got like the end game and it's like PvP now as well, so that's, there's a whole lot of things you can look forward to if that's your thing. But for me, really, and I see other people typing this earlier as well, like I'm just trying to take the story, like play through the story now as slow as possible. I'm just trying to take it all in and enjoy that part. And then after that, once you finish that, then you can get onto the grind and the end
then we'll
game
start
stuff.
min-maxing and grinding and Yeah, I like that there's both. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people just skip through the story and they think it's like a snooze fest or something. And
Yeah, Skeets was saying that on YouTube.
Yeah.
The D3 was a snooze fest.
I actually liked Diablo 3 story, kind of. It was like a upgraded version, like a super powerful version of Diablo that came back through the Soul Stones. And the Reaper of Souls was really cool too. There's actually a corrupt, or not corrupt per se, but with Mathiel, the angel, the angel of death. He became the angel of death, so he kind of went rogue. Yeah,
I mean,
it was really cool.
Diablo 2 was way more dark in terms of atmosphere as well. So Diablo 3 was a bit more. That's why I say it's more casual, more in terms of gameplay, but also
more
in terms
cartoony
of
as well. I think
visual style. Sorry.
The visual style of the gameplay was more cartoony and more arcadey.
Yeah. Less dark, let's say, less gritty.
Yeah.
You know.
But they listened to their community, which is nice.
Yeah,
so they went kind
always
of back to the
sounds.
Darker and more grim.
Yeah, there's
grim
always
version.
different sounds of the community, though, right? So there's some people who like the more cartoony, the lighter side of it, and there's also people who are saying, no, just go full hardcore D2, dark as possible.
But let's be honest, it's already the fourth version of this game.
Yeah.
And you know,
do you remember
if you have 4 movies?
But do you remember
4 sequels
when there was like this BlizzCon and then everybody was expecting them to kind of announce Diablo 4 or a new Diablo game for PC, and then they came out with Diablo Immortal, the mobile game, and then this guy stood up and it was like, this is an out of season April Fool's joke. I think that's really the moment when Blizzard thought, crap, we're gonna have to make Diablo 4 for PC for real because apparently people are still waiting for this.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, it's to be fair, it doesn't disappoint so far. I really am enjoying it. I think they did a good job so far. And
Me too.
There's a lot of stuff
definitely.
they still need to improve, which is always the case with live action games, especially if you have like more competitive elements and different builds. I think they want to make all the builds viable and not just one build that's OP and then everybody's not using that build is basically just dumb or won't win at all. So yeah, but I like it.
Yeah, the Diablo Immortal announcement kind of bombed. Yeah.
I know, but it became like this iconic moment, didn't it? I mean, in its own right, I'm happy it happened because, I mean, that was such an iconic moment. It was a really nice reality check for Blizzard as well, I believe.
Yeah.
Where really they thought, okay, let's take in what the community just told us,
Yeah.
But anyway. I'm happy that they finally got Diablo 4 out, and it also it doesn't feel like a quick cash grab or anything like that. It really feels like they put a lot of time and effort into it. It's enjoyable so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also with the microtransactions and stuff, it's not pay to win or anything.
No, there's
and of course there's going to be microtransactions.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually
normal.
Blizzard is still a company and they still need to make money, and the production value goes. Like for games nowadays is insane.
Sky high. Yeah.
So it costs so much money to make them.
So
yeah,
I mean,
it's
there's nothing
only
wrong with
logical.
stores, because I see Alan saying the store is the cash grab. Yeah, well, next to, I mean, the game is also full price. Let's not forget about that, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like, I mean, some games have, they're free to play or are quite low price, and then you have, quite abundant microtransactions, store things, which obviously, that's there to kind of complement or, make the initial price lower. Diablo 4 is already a full price game at launch, so, but then again, at least so far, the store, it's not like it really provides pay-to-win mechanics. It's more, it's cosmetics. It's, which is, nice. In my book, that's fine. If you have the cash, you want to spend it on it, and you want that cool skin or something, that's nice. As long as it doesn't really affect gameplay, that's all good.
Yeah, but you can also get cosmetics in the game. So you don't have to
the
buy them to
transmogs,
look
right?
Yeah. I mean, you can, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
So
it feels quite well balanced, I have to say, so far. As in, also, yes, you have those premium skins that you can buy, but you still, in the game itself, you also have a lot more possibilities compared to Diablo 3, for example. You still have a lot more possibilities to kind of, indeed, reskin other gear as well. So, yeah.
Let's hope it stays that way with the battle pass and stuff as well. But I think they already announced it's going to be only cosmetics. So I'm saying good job. I mean,
I think it's a good balance. I mean, you can't really avoid things like an in-game store and stuff. It's just that's what games have these days, right? If you don't do it, probably again, it's also about Blizzard and the investors, and it's a public company. So if they don't do it, they probably will get smashed by their investors, because that's a missed opportunity, obviously. So from a company standpoint, they probably would have done a bad job. But if they do it in a non-invasive way and a non-impactful way, let's say, in terms of gameplay, that's quite okay. Then it's purely optional, and yeah, it's really up to you if you want to do it or not.
I got my look and I'm happy with it. I just looking for tight pants or a miniskirt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just wait, and they may come up with something like that.
Yeah. I think it's also going to do good things for the quality of life for the game. So if we keep playing it and we keep buying stuff for it, obviously they're going to make new content for it at some point.
Well, it needs to be updated and maintained, and that's the thing about the live action games, the online games, and Diablo 3 as well. As you saw, there are, I don't know how many seasons they had in the end or so far, because it's not stopping yet. But they kept, making tweaks, making additions, and that's, that also takes investment, and it takes money and time from the developer. So obviously they need something other than the initial sales price to kind of, keep things going, and the service as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's something. It's a sustainable model, and as long as they can pay the bills with just that. What is it? Yeah, the optional store, let's say, and it's not a. I mean, Goldarek is also saying it helps pay the continued cost of servers and maintenance and stuff like that better than a subscription model. Yeah, I mean, the alternative is like World of Warcraft, for example, is a subscription-based model, which it could also be an option. But I'm happy that they didn't do that.
Yeah, same.
So,
alrighty.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's get into to the reason why we are talking about Diablo. The main reason, because we have stuff going on with this launch. One of the things being an NVIDIA bundle.
You want to go to the slides?
Yes, sir.
There it is.
I'm so small now.
Yeah.
It's magic. We have a bundle on desktops, both desktops and graphics cards. So from 4070 and up. So 4070 Ti, 4080, 4090. You get a copy of the game, basically. Or there's a bundle with it. Also for desktops, I will show you all the desktops that we have it on later in the slides. The bundle, I'm going too fast. So this is the bundle. So basically you get, hold on 1 second. There you go. So you get the standard edition of the game, but you also get some cosmetics. So it's not really a standard edition, but it is.
No, it's actually it's a bit more. It's a standard plus, really.
Standard plus. Yeah. So you get some mounts. You get a pet for in World of Warcraft, actually, and then a range mount for in World of Warcraft and Diablo Immortal, which we already talked about. Wings of Darkness cosmetic sets, which you also get, I think, in the deluxe edition if you buy it. Yeah. There's some very nice extras. And so buy our graphics cards, basically, is the message, because you can get Diablo for free.
If you're it's more like if you're looking to buy one anyway, and you happen to be in this timing, then why not?
You happen to be a fan of Diablo.
Well, I mean, you don't even have to, but I mean, it's probably it's quite enjoyable anyway. So why not give it a go, right?
Yeah. I always see bundles as a nice thing. I think even with consoles and stuff, I would always buy the bundle. It's niss.
Why not? I mean, if it doesn't cost extra, then
I would buy a PC for a certain game usually. Or I would upgrade it for a certain game. So yeah, I've been looking forward a lot to Diablo. I want to make sure I have a computer that can run it properly. Yeah, I'll upgrade now.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't even take that much. It runs quite well on a lot of PCs. We'll see that in a minute. But yeah, I mean, there is definitely some extra to be gained with, like for example, a 40 series card.
Yeah, for sure. And also the bundle. I mean, it's quite good value actually. Because the game right now is quite expensive.
It's like €70, $70.
We'll get to that.
yeah.
We have multiple versions for it.
But like the base game, and I mean you get more on top of it here as well. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's quite good.
It is.
Let's show you a little bit of the performance for this game. So we have to thank our friends at Tom's Hardware for these graphics. Starting at 1080p.
This is medium settings, by the way.
Medium settings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you really have a basic computer or basic monitor, then yeah, this is what you get. If you would upgrade to 40 series here, or 4070 in particular, yeah, you would run at over 300 FPS, which is
on average. Yeah.
On average,
with lows into 174. So I mean that's very fast. Still.
That's very.
But
fast.
even there, I mean that's why I said you don't need a top of the line PC to even play this game decently, because if you look there, even the 970, which is from the time that I joined MSI pretty much, so that's like what, 8 years ago almost.
That's a lot old card.
Yeah, but you can get. I mean, granted, it's medium settings and it's full HD. It's not like it's not 4K, but still. And you can still get around 80 FPS on average with lows into the 60s, which, I mean, for a game like Diablo, it's not a Twitch shooter, right? So 60 FPS is still quite okay.
That's quite decent.
I mean, it will feel a bit more fluid with a bit more responsive with higher FPS, yes. But I mean, it's doable. It's nice to see a game coming out like this in 2023 that can still be played with concessions, obviously, pretty decently on older hardware. So I think that's nice.
I think a nice sweet spot as well is the 1616 Super. It's not a very expensive card.
Yeah.
You know, 134 FPS.
Yeah.
It's great. It's awesome. Amazing. So let's move on to some ultra settings then.
Yeah.
Oh,
well.
So here we go. That's what we want.
Yes.
So 4070, where is it? Up to 140 lows and 236.6. It's very specific.
So still really high.
Average, sorry. Yeah. So that's still really high.
Yeah.
More than you would need. So here you could also do with a, let's say, well, 3070 still, 3060 would be still nice here.
Or 2060 also. I mean, you get lows into the 60, which is all right. But also there, 1660 Super. I mean, But like I said, and this is just to be clear, this is just the game running on native resolution, so no trickery, no DLSS, no FSR like for AMD cards or XeSS for the Intel cards, anything like that used.
If you
we'll get to that later.
If you would buy a 2070, you could even get DLSS.
Yes.
And then you're at 117 without DLSS on.
There you go.
So if you would put DLSS on, you could get actually very decent performance.
Yeah. But I mean, you're at 1080p then. So I mean, to be fair,
but
these
on
days,
ultra settings.
Yeah, that's true. But these days, a lot of more of the sweet spot, especially on a full-scale desktop. Obviously, you want the next slide. You want 1440p.
Dutch guy saying, is 1080p still a thing? Yes, it is. I think you would be surprised how many people would still be gaming on 1080p.
Yeah. I mean, Sarge T is saying, yep, 1080p 480 hertz is a thing. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's more for competitive games, for the really the most responsive experience. It feels hyper fast.
He says it with a kappa though, so it's kind of like a troll. But
I know, but I mean, if you yes, low resolution, higher refresh rate is definitely a thing, and it's very viable, especially for the competitive scene.
Oh yeah, I think Counter-Strike players want that, like 360 hertz with 1080p.
Yeah, or Valorant, or any of those really fast-paced shooters.
Yeah. So if you're a competitive gamer and you want to play Diablo, that's what you need.
Yeah.
Anyhow, 4040p. Let's see. The 4070 is at 167.7 average. So that's still more than you need.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, actually, with a monitor nowadays, most are 165 hertz.
144, 165.
165.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So.
I mean, you're right at that mark then, right? So that's a bit like the sweet spot. And again, you're not even using DLSS yet. So you can up it quite easily without really having to pay any graphics price, let's say, without having to tune down any of the graphics.
With ultra settings, so everything on ultra.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, in most games, you don't even really see the difference between high and ultra anymore.
Yeah, unless you know where to look. But yeah.
Yeah.
At a glance, it's probably difficult to tell the difference.
Yeah. You can,
True.
for example, I think in Diablo it was a thing where the shadows, for example, took a lot of graphics card performance. So if you even lower the setting of your shadows by one setting, which you barely even notice, yeah, you already get a pretty big performance increase. So stuff like that you can still tweak even. But this is all on Ultra, so none of that is...
This is like, you know, if you put everything on Ultra, no thinking, just, you know, put everything on Ultra and go.
Yeah.
This is what you get. So indeed, there's a lot of things you can do to still push it up a bit more and you get more performance. So let's take this as like the minimum FPS you can expect at with any given card at Ultra settings.
Yes. All right. Moving on to 4K. This is a nice game to play on 4K, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah.
If you have a nice QD monitor.
The thing is, this game also, it looks really good as well.
Yeah.
Besides, you know, the general gameplay and the mechanics and stuff, just, you know, walking around in the game and looking at it, looking around, I really like the design of it. It feels a bit darker indeed and less cartoony than Diablo 3. So yeah, it's just a game that you, especially 4K, looks really nice as well, really nice and sharp.
Yeah, I like the sharpness in these kind of games, and also the big view that you get from 4K screens.
Jason is saying, what percentage of people actually play in 4040p?
I do.
It feels more like a flex. Maybe, but I mean, don't be mistaken, 4040p is becoming more and more common. It's really, yes, probably 1080p is still the vast majority of gamers, but 4040p, it's definitely, you know, growing that segment. At least according to our data. So that means that it's growing way faster, for example, than 1080p. 4K, in my opinion, is still a little bit of a flex. Yeah, that's
4K is kind of a flex. Yeah, but I play on 4040p.
Yeah, same here.
For me, that's kind of a sweet
for years
spot
already, actually.
Not having to buy a 4090, which is way too expensive for me. You know, so. Yeah, 4040p is actually in a very nice sweet spot for me.
Mr. Mastodog saying, MSI made me play at 4040p. did you perhaps at any point win a monitor from us?
Ah,
I think you did, so that might be the cause. Not sure if that's a bad thing. I mean, could have been 4K, so it could have been worse. But yeah. No, I mean, for some people, it really it depends. I mean, when I started working here, I had, you know, we had one guy who worked here who was really into the, let's say, enthusiast sphere, and you know, the people that he knew and talked with most about PC stuff, they were also really into the enthusiasts. So, and they were back then, and this was in the age of the 900 series, GTX 900 series. And he was like, yeah, I mean, 4K is a bit, you know, it's a bit pedestrian now, isn't it? Like, everybody's doing that. And I was like, are you serious? No. I mean, back in those days, I was still rocking the 1080p, you know? So, yeah, you know, for some people, and I guess in our experience as well, and the people we talked to, I mean, we are, of course, in this business, let's say. So we're way more susceptible to you know, upgrading our gear because, you know, we see all this stuff, this new stuff, and so we're probably way more likely to make the jump and make the investment to go to 4040p or even 4K. Although I didn't quite go there yet, and you also didn't. But yeah, I know Eric, for example, he's rocking 4K, yeah, and he's been doing so for a couple of years. But,
Eric has expensive taste.
He does, yeah. But I mean, he chooses to spend his money on that, which is fine, you know. That's it's choice. Everybody's allowed to spend their money the way they like.
Exactly.
For me, 4040p is fine, you know.
I mean, if I could, I would. You know, that's the thing. Like
choices,
yeah. You know.
I mean,
I also want to still drive my car, so
I could buy a 4K monitor. I'm just choosing not to.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know, I want to do other things as well. So.
All right. So for a 4070 ultra performance on 4K, 87. 87.1.
Yeah, which is still and the minimum, like the 1% low is just above 60. So that's still really well within the range of you know, feasibility for a game like this.
And if you would upgrade to 4080, 4090, then it's even 144 hertz is almost obtainable average.
Yeah.
So
and I saw somebody
good.
talking about AMD cards as well. Well, I mean they're included here as well. So we don't mention them because we want to kind of stay within the NVIDIA, because obviously the bundle is with NVIDIA cards, so it makes sense to kind of address those here. But I mean, you can see the AMD cards. Yeah, they're not a that bad choice either. You just don't get the game with it. So there's that.
Yep.
you do with the 40 series card, so that's why we're addressing that chiefly.
Yeah. But then there's also a thing called DLSS, and we have a graph for that as well. We don't know what exact settings they used in this graph, so if it's quality or performance, probably quality for DLSS.
Yeah, and it is DLSS 2, let's say, because I mean DLSS 3, the thing that they added is the frame generation, which in this case I don't think that they used here, also because it doesn't specify it. So I think this is purely DLSS 2, or for the AMD cards FSR2, and for the Intel cards XeSS. So, but yeah, you can see there that, and this is 4K again. So on the 4070, yeah, you now get a minimum of 82, which is quite a jump up from 60 or 61 it was, and the upper range above 120, almost 130. So yeah, it's pretty nice.
Alrighty.
And then especially with the 40 series cards, you still have the trump of using your frame generation, which would boost it up even higher.
Yeah, I think for a new game that just came out, performance is pretty great, actually. If you look at the FPS.
In terms of optimization, I mean, we've seen so many games these past few months, I want to say, like Hogwarts Legacy, like The Last of Us, like, what was that Star Wars game?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember, but I think you guys know which one we mean. I mean, but these were games that were primarily made for consoles like the PS5, right? And then they were ported over to PC. And that's where you see that the optimization, I mean, they made choices there which didn't really favor PC as much, which, for example, resulted in way higher than necessary, in my view at least, VRAM usage. Because other games can stay within the constraints of, let's say, 10 or 8 gigs, no problem, without really making any visual concessions. So I don't really see any reason why the other games would not be able to. They just probably chose not to, dedicate time to do it.
There you go.
So it's nice to see. I mean, and then there's Diablo, which is not primarily made for consoles.
I think it's the other way around.
I hesitate to say it's primarily developed for PC at this point, because it also came out on consoles, but at least they gave it its fair share of attention in terms of optimization, it feels like. So yeah, it feels more balanced, feels better balanced, at least for the PC version as well. I'm not sure how it is on the console version, but yeah, on the PC it feels quite well optimized so far.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. Yeah,
and then you have games like Gollum, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, what a travesty that was. I saw some videos and it's almost, I feel bad for the developers as well, because they couldn't have meant for it to be like this, right? I mean, they obviously put a lot of time and effort into it, otherwise you wouldn't end up with a game like that. It just didn't turn out right, and there's a lot of things very unfortunately going wrong with it. So yeah, it's a bit of a sad story. Anyway.
Oh well.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is, yeah, I mean, yeah. All right, yes.
We have some desktops, like we mentioned, that we bundle it on. The top 3 being with a maximum of 4070. So be careful of what you buy, because these are still available with 30 series in them as well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
If you want the game, make sure you have a 4070 or up,
exactly.
or at least a 40 series in there.
And on the bottom, the only one that goes up to 4090 is the Trident X2, and the rest is up to 4080. So those will bundle them as well. So pretty much all our gaming desktops, actually. So it's quite nice.
Yes, and I mean was it the Trident AS? I mean, because we were talking about console-sized desktops or PCs.
That's I think the most compact high-end. Yeah.
The thing closest to that form factor is indeed the MPG Trident AS 13th in this case.
Yeah, it's very nice.
So,
if you want to, I think it's similar to the newest like PlayStation.
Yeah, those PlayStations aren't tiny anymore either, are they?
No, no, definitely.
So
no, they're quite big.
yeah. Do you think? Do you reckon at some point we're going to get to a point where full size tower PC is actually smaller than the latest generation of console? Like maybe PlayStation 9 or something. I don't know when. I don't know.
Perhaps. Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the trend, it does seem to go that way, where PCs, fair enough, PCs also, you have some of them which are bigger than they used to be, but you still have like the smaller form factors, so.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, all the cooling is getting bigger, so that's the whole issue. I mean, the more performance we try to push out of these graphics cards that are inside, the more cooling we need. So yeah, it only makes sense that also consoles will go bigger.
Yeah, Mr. Masterdogs, you're right there. Mike is watching this and he's probably like, what do you mean? They will become bigger than PCs? They already are!
They already are.
Have you seen some of the tiny, tiny builds we make?
Yep.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Yeah. So this is not the only thing we have. We also have an official partnership, which is the landing page not live yet, but we have announced a partnership, which is a monitor partnership. Doesn't mean we have a bundle on that. No bundle there.
No.
But that basically means that Blizzard also agrees with us that one of the best ways to play or experience Diablo is on our gaming monitors, specifically the 342C QD OLED that we had a very good live stream about a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So very extensive. So if you want more information about that monitor specifically and all the specs, please watch that stream. We'll do a quick rundown why we recommend this monitor for this game. Obviously, because it's just a good fit. You know, the runic design that we have in our designing of the MEG series fits Diablo very well, I would say.
Yeah.
We even had the runes in Diablo 2. You know, remember the runes where you socket your items with, and we had recipes for that and stuff to get legendary items. So it's quite a good fit. The Spectrum bar is very cool to use with Diablo. It really Diablo is all about the vibe, right? All about the atmosphere, the darkness and the vibe. So if you can also display that basically on your desk with the same colors and stuff, and extend it to your living or gaming room, then why wouldn't you want to? It's just an amazing match. Ultra wide we'll show you in a sec, but ultra wide in this case is better. This is one of those games that actually benefits from ultra wide or using higher resolutions. So you would want to use that. It's very, very, very cool. I personally play on the ultra wide at home as well, and I love it. I can see much more than my friends. In my peripheral vision, I can already see where I'm going, and especially if you run across the map with your little horsey.
As long as you go left or right, yeah. If you go up or down, it's probably still
if I go up, it's still kind of similar, but it's actually quite nice to have an ultra wide in this game. It's definitely beneficial. Obviously, not really an elephant in the room, but the HDR True Black. Very nice for a game like this. A lot of dark areas in this game, and obviously also the color that this monitor gives, because it's a quantum not OLED. Yeah, it's just the best.
It's like the perfect combination, right?
It's the best you can get.
Yeah.
I mean, the game looks so good on this monitor. It's insane.
You get the most vivid, and lifelike colors, let's say. So the atmosphere is really thick on there, and then you got the best contrast as well with the true black levels. I mean, indeed, if you want to name a game that's better for that combination, that's probably Diablo IV really takes the cake for that.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Or maybe some
it adds black bars to your stream? Probably, yeah. It's not great for streamers, no, but I mean, we do want to show that to you later on. But yes, I mean, it will add, it's actually not black bars, we did a little bit of a trick, but in order to be able to show that to you, indeed, because we're streaming, of course, in standard 16:9 resolution. Yeah. But we do want to share that widescreen experience with you guys when we do play it.
So we'll show it. We will definitely show it.
Does Diablo have HDR? Yes. I've seen it.
It supports it, yes.
Now the question is, does your monitor support HDR?
because Diablo only supports it if your monitor supports it.
Exactly.
There you go. So yeah, some other features here still on this monitor. Obviously, it's quantum dot, so very nice colors, very nice contrast ratios. We have some built-in mics and light sensors for it, so you always have the correct amount of light coming from your monitor. The macro keys, the navigator, all the features you already know from the live stream. The design we already talked about. The curvature is also very nice, just comfortable for your eyes, and I personally love it. And there's obviously the Spectrum bar and the USB hub. So it's just all these features, it's just convenience and nice to have. If you buy a monitor like this, you expect it as well. I mean, I'm such a fan of this monitor. Yeah. I should probably not do this stream because, yeah, I'm just...
You're not impartial.
Yeah,
two things here. One, I love the fact that they say legendary design. It also kind of like it's a legendary item, right?
Well, so it should be, because now we have more than legendaries. We have uniques.
Yeah.
So it should be a sacred unique design.
Yeah. And also, Skeets was saying, you guys are making me want this game. To be fair, for me, this game made me want this game.
Oh yeah.
It was as simple as that. It's like the game was really, it just looked really good. So
I mean, have you seen the trailer of this game? The cinematic?
Yeah.
Oh my god. This like
I did, but when it launched, I was like, oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm getting this one. Yep.
Yeah. There's actually YouTube videos online now of like Hollywood video producers that are reviewing the cinematic,
reacting,
and they all love it so much. It's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are reacting to it. So it's quite cool. Anyway, moving on to the price of the game. Yeah, we've kind of went over this already, but standard edition is $69.99.
Nice.
Very nice. And then the digital deluxe edition is €90. Ultimate edition is $99.99, so €100. We are giving away Ultimate edition today.
2
above Peter.
Exactly.
You can see. We're giving 2 away actually.
Exactly.
We haven't
2
done that yet. So the Ultimate Edition for you includes the game. It includes the Murloc pet and Inarius wings in World of Warcraft. It has the Rage mount, so the horse mount that you get in game nowadays. Then Winged Darkness cosmetic set, which is for Diablo Immortal. Temptation mount, Hellborn. What is that? Carapace mount armor, and no seasonal battle pass unlock, unfortunately. But we do get an accelerated battle pass.
There you go. So it's a special.
So you get premium. 20 tiers. Yeah, from the get-go. So that's quite nice.
So
and then Wings of the Creator emote, which is just a flex. I'll show it to you because I have the Ultimate Edition. So I'll show it to you in a sec, but it's
anyway,
quite a cool flex.
2 copies of the Ultimate Edition, that's near Ralph. Those are up for grabs today.
Should we do the first one maybe?
Wait a minute. It's 10 more minutes or something.
Okay, you're gonna tease them.
10 more minutes. I want to tease them. Well, I want to make sure everybody understands what we're giving away first, and give them a chance to kind of to get into the giveaway. So yeah, again, if you want to participate in the giveaway, go to our YouTube or Twitch chat. In those chats, every 5 minutes, there is a bot which is posting the link. It's a Gleam link to the giveaway, and I want to make sure everybody has a chance to have the time to participate. There you participate. You have to perform a couple of actions. The more actions you perform, the more points you add into your tally. If you are a regular viewer, you will have bonus loyalty bonus points to throw in there as well, which will increase your chances of winning. Yeah, I mean, other than that, it's a random giveaway. So at any given point, well, in like 10 minutes or something, we'll pull up the back end of Gleam, and then we'll do like a random draw, and then we'll give away the first copy.
Yes, sir.
And then towards the end of the stream, we'll do the second one as well. So, and it's a really nice prize, guys. So thank you to I think Blizzard.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you to Blizzard for providing those
codes
to us to give away today to you guys. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to give this to you. So yeah.
For sure. It's a cool giveaway.
It is.
Very cool. Very good value as well too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just participate, and then yes, it's like couple of minutes of your time, and then you stand to win something worth €100 or dollars.
Oh yes. That's a good question. Darklord of Caliban is asking, what classes are you both playing?
Oh, you go first.
Well, I was always a Sorc guy, but this time I decided to go with a Barbarian just to mix it up, because I was afraid I would get bored by Sorc again, because I've played it so much. Barbarian is really out of my comfort zone, so that's what I go with.
Getting up close and personal, tanking.
Yeah.
I used to be in Diablo 3. I really loved the Necromancer and the Summoner.
Ooh, yes, good pick.
And so you would think that maybe I would go for either Necro or what is it? Maybe even Druid. I was tempted, but I actually went for Sorc.
Oh, you went for Sorc? Yeah. Oh, nice.
I started playing
we did the same thing,
yesterday, and I had about 2 hours, so I'm not far into I think about level 15 or something now.
Nice.
But yeah, just getting into it with Sorc and Sorcerer and just enjoying it. But probably I'll in the end I will make a character for each of the classes, and because I'll want to try them all in the end. I mean, they're all unique. They all have different skills and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I think I've seen a lot of endgame builds. I was worried that the Necro wouldn't be that good endgame. Otherwise, I would have picked the Necro probably.
So you're kind of playing with endgame in mind, are you?
Yeah, I do. Well, I pick with endgame in mind, especially for my first character, because I don't know how fast the leveling is going to be. Am I going to have enough time to make a second character or not? Stuff like that. So at some point I'm going to decide like, oh, I make a new character, or I'm going to grind it out endgame, whatever I want to do. So I just went with the first pick, and I saw Barbarian is usually pretty balanced.
Honestly, I didn't really think about it, but now that I wouldn't even know what to pick, because it's so early days that, and I've seen from the beta or even the early access days the past week. I saw guides coming online. They're saying, "Oh, this build is absolutely OP. It's amazing," and then it gets patched, and there's there's a nerf or stuff, and suddenly it's not so OP anymore. So even if you pick something that at some point it was OP, there's still a big chance it gets changed, and then I made the wrong choice. So I'm not really worrying about it that much. I mean,
yeah. As far as I know, the Druid is very has the most depth in endgame, build-wise. The Barbarian is kind of consistent, but I wanted to go for the spin to win build, the whirlwind build. So
that's always nice.
That just seems so much fun, and
it is.
Yeah, so I can still do that, which is nice. It's actually pretty strong end game still, even though they nerfed it. There's just a couple of changes to build, but they still work. I think Necro is the slowest at the moment in terms of clear speeds and stuff. End game. But it's still viable.
That's the thing. I mean, for me also, the Necro, also in Diablo 3, for example, Necro wasn't particularly fast, but man, was it fun.
Yeah.
And for me, that was the thing. I mean, I didn't really care about beating any limits or the time limits on grifts or anything like that. I just wanted to. It felt like fun. I was like, yeah, I'm blowing up these corpses. Woo! I just felt like feels
especially
nice,
the first time I played Diablo, especially the appeal of summoning your own minions was very cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's why I liked Summoner in Diablo 3 as well. A lot.
Yeah.
Even though it was a shaky old guy standing there like, I didn't really like that. It didn't look particularly powerful. But then again, once you start, summoning those monsters and then sycophants or whatever, what was it, a gargantuan and anything, and they start smashing the place up. You're like, nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Definitely.
Necro is definitely fun. I was tempted to make a Necro as my second character. So today, if we're going to make a new character, I'm going to play Necro or Rogue maybe. I don't know. Not sure yet. So Rogue is the most high damage at the moment, I think.
It's a glass cannon, isn't it? I mean, I see Max Bunny is also needs more Rogues. Rogue is the class I haven't seen that much content about, to be fair. I've seen a lot about Druids.
Yeah, I've seen some endgame content. It's apparently it's the character with the most APM, so most actions per minute.
Right.
So you're button bashing a lot.
Right.
but yeah, it's very strong. It's actually very high damage and very fast clear.
But
so,
it feels like it has the highest skill ceiling then. You really need to know what you're doing and hit the right timing on your skills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hard to get into, but apparently it's really fun, a rogue. So.
Yeah, Alan JT is also saying Rogue was hard to get going. I used that in Server Blast.
Okay. Yeah, Rogue doesn't really appeal to me. I like the Amazon though in the old Diablo. The Amazon was cool. The Javazon, for example, was very nice. Very nice for doing cow levels.
Cow levels, nice.
Yeah, you remember those?
Yeah. I remember D3 had some freaking delirious levels as well with the what was it, the unicorn rainbow puke levels.
Yeah.
With the bears and stuff.
Yes.
Oh man, that was when I first saw that. I was like, wait, is this a bug? Is it what the hell? What even is this?
Yeah.
It felt so out of touch. I was like an acid trip, man.
It was funny.
Really cool.
For the cow level, actually, at some point I was at a party and me and my friends, we both played Diablo, and every time we saw each other, we were like, you know, like making the cow sounds. And then at some point we heard like a like further along as from some stranger, and so we instantly knew he was also
like,
playing Diablo.
He gets it. He gets it.
Yeah, he gets it. Yeah, it was quite fun. Yeah. I'm just a nerd, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, so in terms of information, that is it from my side, for the PowerPoint. So yeah, I guess we can start taking a look at the game.
Yeah, let's fire it up.
I'll put away my trusty old notebook. Let's start it up. Well, it's already started up. So
okay, well there we go.
Yeah. So I turned around my barbarian to see one of the rewards you get if you buy if you pre-ordered it, which is the nice little puppy.
Which is actually what you did, right? You pre-ordered it.
I pre-ordered it, yes sir.
You're one of those people.
Well, I could have gotten it for free and be a spoiled brat because I work at MSI, but I actually bought it. So because I'm such a fan. So yeah, there's that.
True. Yeah.
Is that too nerdy?
No.
No? I don't know.
No.
Anyway.
Maybe also show them you've got some metrics on the screen there, so everybody knows. You know, we're trying to also show you kind of the performance of the system there. Maybe also talk to them about what is in the system a little bit.
Yes. So currently we have. That's a good point, Peter. Actually, we have an Infinite S3 that we reviewed a couple of weeks ago. So if you want more information about that system, you can get it there. But it basically has an i7 with so a 13th generation i7 with 4070. So that's the minimum that you need for the bundle. And yeah, basically we wanted to show you the minimum today because it's more than plenty to play Diablo. So you don't have to go all out and buy a 4090 for this game. Definitely not. So yeah, that would be a good experience for your wallet as well.
Yeah.
Basically. Look how cute the puppy is.
No.
I can't get over it.
Lucas Souza is asking ultra wide. Yes.
Yes. So we're showing it in ultra wide today because we also have a monitor partnership, and ultra wide on Diablo is just awesome. Okay.
You will see that.
You will see that in a sec. So this is my barbarian. It's currently level 42.
Is it called Barbie?
No, it's Ralphie.
Oh, missed opportunity there, man. Missed opportunity. You should have made it high blonde, you know?
Oh yeah, we could have done
Barbie.
that. Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna leave it up to chat. If you, how we're gonna do this? Are we gonna do a giveaway before we start, or?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, should we do it now?
We can, yeah.
Yeah. So we're giving away two pieces of Diablo Ultimate Edition today with a value of €100 if you live in Europe. If you want to win that, or if you want to win the second one, because we're going to give away this one now, there's a link in the YouTube description for Gleam, and also the bot in our Twitch chat and our YouTube chat will spam the link now every couple of minutes. And just complete the actions there, and you can participate. We'll be giving away another one, don't worry. So yeah, stick around and wait for that.
All right. So are you guys ready for the first?
Ready for the first draw? Winner?
Yeah?
Yeah, go on.
All right, let's go then. All right, good luck everybody.
Good luck, good luck.
Good luck, have fun. All right, so we're going to draw the first winner.
Yes, sir.
Only one. And let's go.
Drum roll.
By the way, maybe this is the wrong time for asking, but is it at any, do we know if it's region locked? Because sometimes with game keys it can be.
It shouldn't be.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
it shouldn't be.
Well, in that case, we have our first winner. And I will leave this one to you. I've seen this one in the chat, so
I've seen it.
I hope
wow!
They will be,
okay, nice.
I hope they will be happy with it.
So our first winner is Jason Basham.
Jason Basham.
Jason Basham.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, my guy.
Woohoo!
I'm assuming Jason is a guy because his name's
I don't
Jason.
know, but yeah, I mean, let's see if they're still in the chat. But yeah, congratulations. You win a copy of
the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, exactly. With everything on top. I'm not sure. Were you one of the people who were saying you already have the game, or because that would kind of well, not suck, but I mean, because you still get it, but yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I personally, I would really like. Yeah, he's replying. Look at that.
He's here. There you go. He's watching on YouTube. Nice.
I'd really like it if you didn't have the game yet. So now you kind of do, and then you have the Ultimate Edition as well on top of that. But anyway, congratulations. We're going to send it out to you as soon as possible after the live stream. Have fun with that, man.
All right.
And well, thank you for
thank
everybody
for
participating so far. And also, if you didn't win yet, we still have one copy remaining, which we'll be giving away at the end of the live stream.
He didn't have it
yet. You didn't have it yet. Oh,
nice.
Hey, there you go. Well, now you do.
Now you do.
Exactly.
So you can redeem it through. Well, we'll put it in the email.
Exactly.
But,
instructions will be included on how to. But basically, it's just if you Google how to redeem a game key on battle.net, because that's what it is on your battle.net account, because you do need to have one.
Yeah.
But yeah. You were the person saying I would love to play with my friends, but unfortunately I can't afford it, because I saw that in the chat earlier.
Oh damn.
Was that you? Oh man, that would be yeah. Well, that's a happy coincidence.
That's a happy coincidence. Ooh. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, glad we could help you, my friend.
Yeah. My little one is jumping. I'm not. Oh, okay. Sure. Okay. I was hesitating to ask what you mean by your little one, but I guess it's your. I'm guessing it's your
all right,
child.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's assume he has a puppy or something. Okay. Like me
right,
in Diablo.
Nice.
Nice puppy. He's moving. Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy.
Anyway.
Again, we're going to send it out to you as soon as possible after the live stream. So I hope you can enjoy it.
All right. That's very wholesome.
Have
fun. Chat, please help me. Press 1 or type 1 if you want me to continue with my barbarian. Type 2 in the chat if you want me to make a new character. And we'll wait for a couple of seconds.
Wait a few seconds to see what people want to. Oh, it's a tie for now.
Ooh.
A lot of ones, also a lot of twos. Oh, this is going to be too hard to call.
Oh my.
What did you just do? Are you keeping track? Oh God. Seems to be fairly evenly matched so far. Two's getting the upper hand a little bit now. It's too bad we don't have like an actual poll or something, because this is going to be difficult to call.
I think it's 2. I see on YouTube it's more 2.
It does go towards 2 a bit more, which means, yeah, I agree, Eagle. But I mean, we did polls in the past, but the platform that we used, was it straw poll or something? It stopped functioning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at some point it stopped functioning. So
I see more 2.
Oh, too hardcore. Well, I mean, yeah, that is kind of what I suggested earlier. Right?
You guys want to see me die, don't you?
As a meme.
Okay.
I think the balance is more towards 2. Okay, I'm gonna say you need to create a barbarian woman with blonde hair and call her Barbie.
I already have a barbarian.
I know, but not a Barbie barbarian. Come on.
Well, just to have it in my inventory.
Yeah.
This guy looks kind of like the Game of Thrones guy. What's his name? The Hound?
Mountain? No, not the Mountain.
The Hound.
Yeah, oh yeah. He just needs a couple of face burns. But
yeah, a little bit.
Fair enough.
Oh, he has tattoos on it.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. That was the wrong button. So yeah, I guess barbarian is kind of not an option because nobody picked it. So,
Miss Eve, I know on Twitch you can do a poll by /poll, but the thing is we're streaming on multiple platforms. So we're also on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok. So yeah, that command only works for Twitch. Anyway, so yeah, unfortunately, we want to make sure that everybody who's watching on all the platforms has a say in this. So
definitely.
Sorry about that. But thanks for the tip, no, nonetheless.
So I'm tempted to make either a
Color
necro.
Barbarella. Nice.
I'm tempted to make a necro or a rogue.
Female in another class. All right, fair enough.
Are we gonna vote for that again?
Oh, come on.
No, okay, I'll just.
I mean,
pick.
that's gonna take up too much time.
Yeah.
Just pick one. Maybe, I don't know.
I actually never played rogue, so. I played necro in the beta.
I'm seeing people calling for necro.
For me, the choice is really hard as well.
Well,
Okay.
which class is more entertaining to watch? Because I think that's the real question we need here. Like, we're gonna skip the cutscenes because I think that's we shouldn't waste
that's
time
gonna
with
take
that.
a long time.
Exactly. But which class would be more entertaining to watch? Is it necro or is it
I think so.
rogue?
Yeah, I think necro.
Probably go for necro then.
Yeah.
And I think people were asking for a female, so go
A
ahead.
female?
Yeah. I mean,
Are we gonna
it
make
could
her
be me, but I just enjoy watching,
character customizations?
looking at females a bit more than males. But yeah.
Yeah, you enjoy watching this female?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's make her look ridiculous then for you.
Okay, I probably said something I shouldn't have there, but anyway.
Right. So do we want an almost dead female because it's in theme?
That is
or-
like, I live in a basement, Harry Potter style, and I never get. Oh wow, that's.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have some options here.
Yeah. I mean, it has all the options, right?
It's like, do you want black or white or brown?
Whatever.
or-
I like the
Or
that
both.
one. Yeah.
This is like, do you want a cow?
No.
It's also possible.
But yeah, let's go for it. I mean, it looks good. Honestly, you know what I did? My sorcerer,
Yeah.
I just made him like Gandalf the White.
Yeah, like, is this gonna be...
full white beard, full white hair. I was like, let's go Gandalf.
I'm tempted to go as white as possible because it's a necromancer, right? It needs to be almost
I don't know
dead, right?
if that's I mean, you can go
Or-
for it.
or is this like-
you know the thing? One thing I don't like. You can't make them blue.
What, the hair?
No, like the body.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, why not?
green.
Blue is like this menacing skin tone as well. I would have liked that, but anyway.
Yeah, this is really white though.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
like
yeah. Bluish pale.
Beyond
I think
pale.
that's like I believe they call that a Scottish tan, don't they?
Yes. Oh, this is yellow. This is also nice. Or,
Just
looks
go for
almost
whatever you
like-
like. I mean, white does contrast nicely. It's a dark game, so a white character,
Yeah, I think it's cool for
you'll,
necro.
you'll see her a bit better. Make
So-
her hair blue because of reasons.
Oh, eye color.
Necro, more spells,
Ooh.
and the minions are awesome. Deals loads of damage. Yeah.
Look at this eye color. Damn.
Oh yeah.
This is dope.
Oh, vampire. Oh, okay.
Is that vampire? Oh, yeah,
No, that's
vampire.
It was vampire red. This one is different. Yeah.
This is white, like crystal.
I like the where the eyes were black.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the-
cool, right?
Yeah.
But then the blue
It's a
version
nice
or the
menacing
red?
look to it. I like the blue one a bit more because it suits with the teal. It suits a bit more with the skin, I guess.
It does. You're good point. Next.
White looks like a corpse. Oh, it's a necromancer, so you know. Oh
Short-
wow.
Short, spicy haircut.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Ooh, Sinead O'Connor in the house. Yeah, it's possible.
This could be a thing.
Oof. Yeah.
This is-
I think these are some of the almost the same haircuts they have on males because
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I recognize some of them.
We can make her into a hipster.
Yeah, a man bun. Well, not really a man bun then, but yeah. Ponytail.
Ponytail. I think this is what I would choose for my sword or something. Ponytail.
Yeah, maybe.
Because she always used to have it in.
I think she just gave you the nod of approval there. No, she did just kind of make this
What,
like
this?
this head movement, like. I don't know. Yeah, why not?
Wait, let's see what we have. This is the most necro haircut though. For
Yeah, yeah, with the head half shaved. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more like a goth type of thing,
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah.
but it's fine. Ooh, oh, that matches with the eyes, doesn't it? It is.
Oh, yeah,
it's
it
a teal.
does.
Yeah.
It does. This is like
Ooh.
a two color, so it turns into gray.
Ah, right. Yeah.
And we have the red version too. Oh, doesn't match very well, does it?
Find a David Bowie haircut. Nice.
Ah, the
Well,
blue
then
sky.
you need two different eyes. You know, the eyes to be different colors as well. Otherwise, you're not really Bowie, are you?
No eyebrows?
Oof. Oof, that's harsh. It does make her look more serious, let's say, or more. But it's like, you know, do you go for pretty or do you go for menacing? Yeah. Difficult call, right? difficult call.
I think this looks the most normal to me, like natural.
Yeah. Still.
There's
Nice.
probably a bunch of women watching
makeup.
like,
Wow.
what? That's natural to you?
I'm already seeing people saying, what is it? Vampires have silver eyes, you know.
Oh, they do?
My wizard on Diablo 4 beta was called the Harry Pothead.
Nice.
Nice. You need to have like smoke effects for that as well.
We're gonna need a name for her too, so yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Let's see. What facial stuff are we gonna do?
Where's that eagle saying, not gonna lie, this is turning into a dream Tinder match for me. Would swipe right.
I like this actually for a necro.
Yeah, I think people are kind of telling us to hurry up because they're saying like 8 hours later. The other said Lee Watt saying 8 months later.
Okay.
Well,
let's pick some necro stuff and then
Yes.
just move along. What is? That's more barbarian. Ah, this is cool.
yeah, the scales of justice or whatever it is.
Color of the ink, blood.
Yeah, that's definitely necro.
Or do you want the
No,
the
just
blue
go for
matching?
Blood.
Fresh blood.
Blood.
So no, that's not. The
So no. No.
I've never played hardcore.
Okay, I see some Gigaram saying call her Elvira. I'm not sure why, and I don't know who Elvira is, but
Elvira.
Winehouse Resurrected.
I can call Winehouse.
No. That's definitely gonna offend some people. Oh, call
Wine
her.
rest, then?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, Alan. I
Call
know
her
what
boards
you
or plank?
mean, but that's yeah.
No, Alan. That's just rude.
I don't know. What's a good name for a necromancer? Female.
Gargoth the Destroyer.
Yeah, well, go for it. I mean, if that, what's the character?
No.
Okay, a character limit is 12. You're not gonna. No, that's too long. Name her Microskeletons International.
Elvira, Mistress of the Night. Sheepdog.
Nice.
Faithfawn. Or maybe Elsa from Frozen.
Ooh, that's a pretty dark Elsa, but why? Yeah, go for it.
Let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a dark Disney character that we can use? Or maybe some Harry
what
Potter
was
stuff?
it? Maleficence? Maleficent?
Lame.
Meh. Meh.
She's a B movie star.
Ooh, Maleficent.
No.
Oh, she. Okay.
Somebody's typing.
I
that
didn't.
B-movie
Yeah,
star.
sorry, I didn't see that. Yet.
I could do B movie.
Oh, come on! You're really doing a search. Oh,
Mortica.
Morticia.
Morticia.
Yeah, I like that. That's from Adam's Family.
Morticia.
That's the mother.
Is that true? Is that how you type it?
Morticia?
As well?
Yeah.
Morticia?
Yeah, Morticia.
Okay, let's go with that. Start game.
I like it. Nice.
Apparently,
Well
it's
done,
recommended to play on
mad cow disease. Is who said that? Eva Gangrene. Yeah, I mean, the names are coming in now. Nice.
Okay, now they're pouring in.
Cruella, I guess. One from
Cruella
one
de
other
Vil.
one. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, Morticia, I like that one because it's it has like the death element in there as well. Mort.
So yeah, guys, I'm not gonna pick veteran because I'm
Not a veteran. Well,
apparently the 20% increased experience doesn't match up to the faster clearing speeds that you have with normal. So if you want to get to late game fast, then this is the way to go.
how fast? Can you do it within 45 minutes?
I'll try. I can try, but I don't think I can.
Speedrun.
Okay, let's skip this because
Yeah,
you've already
skip
seen this
it.
1,000
Yeah,
times.
By the way, maybe you should check your graphic settings as well so that everybody knows what we're. So it's 4070 as you see. The resolution at the moment is 3840 by 1600, so it's quite a big resolution.
Yep.
It's ultra wide as you can see.
That is almost 4K.
Yeah. VSync is of course turned off. There you have the HDR option. However, it is grayed out, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, this monitor does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this monitor doesn't.
But the
have
OLED
the
will.
HDR. Yeah, exactly. We're not using. To be fair, we're not using the OLED monitor. We didn't have the sample in the studio anymore at the moment. Limit cutscene FPS. Well, okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. Resolution percentage. So yeah, DLSS is on quality, so it's on. Can you turn it off for now? Yeah, and then and then maybe see the yeah, exactly. I also put that on. So reflex low latency is enabled. I mean that doesn't really affect FPS, so that's fine. Frame generation is turned off, by the way, underneath the DLSS. Maybe just highlight that. No, underneath DLSS, underneath that. Yeah, there you go. So that's turned off.
Yeah.
Right, so just so you know that this is just native performance then, and then the quality preset, maybe put that to ultra, so it's on a preset and there's nothing manual about it. No, below,
what do you mean?
below the quality.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Oh, ultra.
Yes, apply.
Save.
All right, yeah, and I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah.
Yep.
So it seems.
I have to
seems
enable
okay.
tooltip stuff, by the way.
Yeah.
Already have it. Yeah.
That, by the way, if you guys don't know, you should turn that on, those extended alternative tooltips, because they do provide a bit more information about your items. It's worth it. All right.
Let's get some skeletons going.
Oh, really? So it starts.
Yes,
it starts off with resurrecting.
Yeah,
okay.
with a couple.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're not very strong yet, but
Well, it doesn't matter.
I don't know how many. Oh, I can only do 4.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
So that's fine.
Oh, it is a skill that you had to do manually then.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I kind
And
of.
if you press it again, at some point you can heal them as well.
Oh,
so,
Alright.
yeah.
And do they have like a time limit on them? Like, are they only there for a specific amount of time, or?
Nope.
Oh, okay, cool.
Until they're dead.
There you go.
No timer.
Oh.
That's
All right,
nice,
so as you
right?
can see there, I mean, even at this resolution, this is native, without DLSS, without frame generation, it's above 100 well, okay, now it's dropping a little bit. But yeah, it's around 100 FPS on average, so that's pretty nice. And it's, you know, there are no big spikes up or down, it's all still within the same range. So it should, and Ralph could probably, well, should be able to confirm this, it should feel pretty smooth.
It is, yeah, feels fine.
All right, just fast click through it. That's fine. Don't pay too much attention to the story. Maybe you can enable DLSS now and just see the difference there, because it's around the 100 FPS mark, right? That's fair to say. No, above that, above. A little bit below. Yes, that one. Your mouse is.
Which
on.
one?
Quality first.
Quality. Save.
Yes. Okay, so this is just DLSS. So no frame generation yet. And we're now up from 100 FPS to about 120. So it's already a nice jump.
Hey, we already leveled up. Look at that.
Yep.
Oh, now we have to choose a skill. Oh, it's a bear.
Yes. It's an angry bear.
Let's
Not a
pick a
friendly
skill,
one.
shall we? Let's just go for Reap for now.
Oh, how many levels do you have already?
Oh,
Oh, you're level 2. Okay.
I have some
fair
points
enough.
because I already played with my other character.
Oh, I see.
So.
Yeah, got it.
Bone Spear is quite nice. Vulnerable. Crit chance. Let's go with crit chance. I can't do that yet. Okay.
It's like having skeletons full time. Wow. Yeah. Should be 4 to start till they die. Yeah. Giga RAM. Can't wait to play this game. I got to wait till next month. Hope I get it for my birthday. I hope
sorry.
so too, man.
We're
'Cause
giving away another one, so
Yeah, I mean, you could still get lucky.
you could get lucky.
Yeah. The only one who cannot win again would be Jason, because he already got
And me.
one.
I can't
Well,
win.
and myself as well.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean, we're not allowed, unfortunately, not allowed to participate. But then again, we also already have the game. So.
Yeah.
How much VRAM are you using? Actually, you can see that. So the memory usage on the top there, you can see the GPU temperature, and this is a 4070, I think Ventus, if I'm not mistaken, in this system, is 66 degrees, so it's really not, it's not getting hot at all yet. The VRAM usage, because of the resolution, and I believe, everything on ultra high resolution textures and everything like that, it's, around 11 gigs of VRAM usage. But I think it scales that way because it has, well, this is a 4070, so it has 12 gigs, right? So it will try to use as much as it can, let's say.
I'm speed running, by the way.
Yeah, you go ahead. When I played the open beta, you used Necro 2, okay. Hope to win the game.
I actually love the Necro. I used to play it a lot. It was not my first character in Diablo, but I used to play it so much. I love the fact that you could also just not go for the summoner build and just go for like some really crazy bone spear build or something. There's variety to it, which is nice.
Yeah, I really like the fact that you could indeed like have summon your private army a little bit and then just chill and walk through the level, and your minions would do all the freaking work.
So you just want to be lazy about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm a casual player, so I indeed there was like a relaxing, satisfying thing. For example, in Diablo 3, that was one of the more satisfying and relaxing things. I could just chill, have a beer or whatever beverage I was enjoying. Not think about it too much. Not it's not like a stressful thing. Like you're constantly on edge, and you have to be ready to press the button or shoot somebody or aim at their heads or whatever. No, it's just casually going through the levels. Getting some legendaries. That always felt well, but that was my play style. I like being casual and laid back about it.
Oh, do we have corpse explosion now? Wait.
Ooh, corpse. That's one of the things I loved about. That's one of the things I loved about Diablo 3 when I got the Necromancer, man. That corpse explosion was one of the most enjoyable things. It might not be like the best, the most feasible skill, but it was fun, man.
So I'll do this. So I get a corpse under the first enemy hit, forms a corpse under the first enemy hit, can only occur every 5 seconds. So then we always have a corpse. That's nice.
Okay.
And then when I get corpse explosion, actually we do have it. Because we got multiple points. Boom. So we can explode corpses now.
Go on.
Oh, wrong button.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Explode.
It's not that strong as in Diablo, the old Diablo actually.
That's what I said. It might not be the most viable thing or the most strongest one. Or maybe
either,
just not yet because you don't have the right combination of skills or maybe the right gear that really brings it out. Was that a sound effect in the game or?
Kind of. The only thing with bosses, if you're out of corpses, it's kind of an issue.
I get Jay Heifel is saying the Golem of Necro is so good, smashing every demon. All right, so the Golem of Necro is that's a skill, I believe that.
Yeah, that's one of the summon things you can get.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
I can summon a golem. Here's the first boss. First bossy boss. Ooh. So 151 FPS during a boss fight. It's quite nice.
Oosh.
Let's form some corpses.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. You don't really get corpses in a boss fight, do you? Oh.
Well, you do with this.
Oh, he's summoning.
With this skill setup.
And you already. I was going to say, is he gone? But okay.
See, if I hit with my normal attack, every 5 seconds it will produce a corpse under him, so I can explode those. But, boom. Yeah. I should probably keep my skeletons up as well.
Yes.
Yoink, yoink, yoink.
Go ahead, yoink him. Blow up corpse.
Whee!
Well, that's like a quarter of his health gone.
Yeah, it's going quite fast actually.
Yeah, it's not bad. To be fair, I mean, this is World Tier 1, right? So it shouldn't be too much of a challenge, but...
It's alright. This is kind of like the Butcher, I guess?
In Diablo 3?
Yeah?
Yeah, was that the first? boss?
No,
I
in
don't
Diablo
remember.
2 actually. Sorry.
I was going to say, well, Diablo
2.
3. No, the first boss was Leoric, wasn't it? Was the Skeleton King?
Oh yes,
I
yeah,
remember,
the Skeleton
yeah.
King. That's right.
I need to get this game. I know it's If again, if this is a game you enjoy, it is. I mean, look at how it looks as well. That glint of the ice there as well on the roads. And it's just really nice. Okay, so that's 120-ish FPS. Maybe now you can switch to maybe put frame generation on as well on top of it.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Boom.
Schloplam. Oh, I'm instantly in. Oh.
Oh yeah, you speed run. Boom. All right, so now it settles at about 140-ish. That feels a bit low, on the low side, to be fair, because it doesn't feel like it's a lot on top of.
Yeah, we're also walking into like a new region, so.
Still though.
But it's on quality preset with.
I know, but
the
the quality only DLSS enabled was already around 120, 130-ish. So it feels like it's not quite. Ooh, yeah. Now it was kind of having trouble a little bit. Oh, anyway.
Chapel key.
Honestly, I do. It's one of it's early days still, so I would expect that, for example, things like DLSS and then frame generation, it probably will get optimized still a little bit more into the life of the game. You can see now, by the way, there is some, like you said, that loading into the new areas. You can see a little bit of frame time inconsistency, and you can actually. I think you've seen that as well, right, Ralph?
Yes.
It felt like a little bit jerky, juddery.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, I mean, I'm not sure if you get this as well, but last night when I was playing, I sometimes got a little bit of rubber banding, like once or twice.
But that's more due to server lag, I think.
Yeah. Which, honestly, and it wasn't too bad, because I was expecting, like yesterday the game came out, like for everyone, right? It was the official launch.
Yes.
I was expecting, when I was trying to log in, that I couldn't even log in. That was like in the queue or something. That was not the case. So it was actually not that bad at all. So, I mean, rubber banding, it's annoying when it happens, but it didn't cause me to die or anything like it. It wasn't any serious issues, but yeah, for the first weekend, if your worst thing you're going through is a bit of rubber banding, not bad at all. Not for a massive launch like this.
Yeah, but that's not due to graphics cards. That's just...
No, indeed. Yeah. That's more like server related. On the graphics card front, I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm expecting that frame generation, it should offer a bit more of an increase than what we're seeing here, to be fair. I mean, I don't want to act like this is like a big thing on top of it, because it isn't at the moment. Still, around 150 FPS is quite nice.
Yeah,
especially because you have all the settings on ultra. And you could still, I mean, if you put DLSS towards a more, like, once you're clear of monsters, maybe put it into the balanced mode. See what happens.
Yes, I will. Balanced. Oh.
Yeah, that's in the menu though.
That's the menu. Oh yeah, fair enough.
Right, so it will need to find its feet for a minute. And you're above 150, you're around 160, so, well, 150.
It's gone up a little bit.
It has, yeah. It's gone from 130, 140 to 150, 160, so.
It's quite nice for 47. Also, this is a very new game, so...
Yeah. It will, like I said, I'm expecting, it's already quite well optimized, but I'm expecting that things like frame generation and some other aspects will probably be optimized a little bit more in future patches. I mean, you have to imagine that, yes, they had like a server slam, they had some betas, and they had like this early access, but still, like with every big game release, they're getting so much data now about all kinds of combinations of hardware using this game and running into all kinds of issues perhaps, and they have to process that and then see if they can fix any potential bugs or anything that they come across. That's a normal process. So that I like the way that they. So that's the corpse blowing up, isn't it? That
Yes.
big red splash.
Yeah, so right now I
like
have corpse exploding radius made bigger, so it's now like a very big. It's like an additional point on your skill.
It looks like a Rorschach.
So this one.
It looks like a Rorschach painting, or the ink blobs,
Like a Goya, like one of the.
Yeah. Like what do you see?
Yeah,
I see a nice butterfly. Yeah.
But especially early level corpse explosion is super satisfying, by the way.
It is, but that's the thing I liked about it as well. There's just something really satisfying about it, something fun.
I think you're gonna use it late game as well. There's like a corpse explosion, I think a bone spirit build or something.
Oh yeah.
That's really strong.
All right.
And it.
Oh, Skeets is downloading actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you just pull the trigger on it, Skeets? Is that because I remember you saying before, like, hey, you guys are making me want this game. Did you just
Did
really
we make you pull the trigger?
Yeah, did you just really pull the trigger? Like you were like, I'm probably not gonna win that second copy of the ultimate version of this game. So, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it. I mean, that's commitment, man. If you did that. Yeah.
I can't skip this for some
The
reason.
Blood Explosive are so good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when Open Beta got released. Yeah. The corpse kaboom.
Obviously, they will also just they will probably if they find that Necromancer is now like the slowest character and it's running behind in late game and stuff. I think by the time I reach late game,
They probably buff
they
it
will
a bit.
probably have buffed it,
Yeah.
like some of the stuff for it, and then it'll be fine.
Skeets did that. Skeets did pull a trigger just
Oh, he
now.
did?
He's just downloading it now.
That's amazing. We should send it to
I
Blizzard.
mean, I'm sorry if we're, it's not our intention to kind of get you guys to buy this game or anything. So
No, he will love
honestly,
it.
that was, yeah. But I mean, I
will
hope
love
you
it.
enjoy it, obviously. But yeah, if we're a bad influence on you, I'm sorry.
I hope it wasn't the last of your money.
No, indeed. I hope you didn't need that for like food or anything.
But yeah, it's you will love it. You'll love it. You'll have a
From
great
what you were
time.
talking about, you seem to be somebody who does enjoy games like this. So yeah, you will have a good time.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard the argument of people saying, yes, I mean, this game, for example, it's already 70 euros or dollars or wherever you're from. So it's not a cheap game by any means. But if you look at how many hours of entertainment you get out of it, I've heard the argument said that, for example, if you go out to a club, you're going to spend around the same amount, but, you get like, one night of entertainment maybe, and then after that, maybe the hangover the day after. But that's it, right? So for that amount, this game will probably get you, I don't know how many, well, it depends on you really, but hundreds, if not thousands of hours of gameplay potentially and entertainment. So that's also quite good value.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, it is $70 US. There you go.
Yes. Great. No, yeah, he's gonna love it. I mean,
He just had lunch and payday is Friday. All right. Well, fair enough.
Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, yeah, we need to buy the thing. Okay. Let's upgrade our gear. That's better. That's better. Upgrading gear is easy when you're low level. Just
Oh yeah.
click whatever stats are the best.
Yep. If it has a green number, click.
Yep. I actually went to a party this weekend.
A fancy dinner is $60 or $80 for two? Where do you live? I want to go
That's
there.
cheap.
Yeah, I mean here, that's per person at minimum.
Oh,
In euros. Yeah.
Per
a
person?
fancy dinner?
Oh, fancy dinner, yeah, sure.
If you include drinks as well?
yeah, sure.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
easily 60 or 80 euros per person. So yeah, I mean maybe that's just, we're in the Netherlands, so maybe, and I know probably it is expensive here. There's quite a high tax and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Luckily we're
You're
not
absolutely
in
right.
like Sweden or Norway, because there it's even more, or Iceland, because there it's even more expensive.
Just to give you a little bit of contrast, I went to a festival this weekend, and a ticket cost me 100 euros.
Was it the
For
whole weekend?
entrance. No, for
Oh,
one
okay,
day.
just enter. So that's not including drinks or eating or.
That's excluding everything, and it's just one day.
There you go. Oh, it was one day even.
Yes,
All right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not to say that this probably wasn't worth it or anything, but if you compare that to like the amount of entertainment, the hours of entertainment you can get out of a game comparatively. It's not bad value at all.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Diablo gives me more entertainment in hours-wise than the festival.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how. Yeah, I always look at it like that actually, with everything, in terms of like digital content or movies or you know, anything similar. I've always looked at it like that.
All right, so Wolf and us already saying, okay, dinners in general are you know, around that, but if you have fancy, it's indeed, it's more like $120 for two. So, okay, yeah, that sounds more realistic indeed. So it's more around. I didn't think that the difference was that big between the US and Europe here, but and
Well,
Gigaram
don't
is saying fancy
though?
dinner here is like, you know, 20 pounds. I guess you're from the UK. 20 pounds. Just take her to the KFC and buy Diablo 4.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh man.
So a question for the guys from the US, but is that the amount you said, 60 to 80, is that excluding the tax and the tip then, or is that including the tax and the tip?
Ooh, yeah, maybe including tax, but tip is definitely a thing there. Yeah, you're right. Sloppy Shots is saying I used to spend 100 Canadian dollars at the arcade in a weekend. Wow. I mean, I hope you enjoyed it, obviously, otherwise it would be a bad thing. But I have the same thing about, you know, I'm not a casino kind of guy.
I am,
and I don't like gambling because I'm, you know, my luck is bad. Let's just put it like that. I never win anything, so you know, I kind of took that life lesson at an early age and decided, okay, you know, this is not for me. I'm just not going to spend money on it because I don't enjoy it. But I know people who do go to the casino and they just accept the fact that they lose, I don't know, 100 euros or $100 in a night. And for them, that's like, well, I at least had fun, you know, so they accept it as like a cost of entertainment, which
you know what's funny?
I never really thought about it that way, but that's probably because whenever I do go to, you know, I did try any kind of gambling or casino or game or something, I wanted to win, you know. So when I didn't, it would just cause me stress. It wasn't entertainment. So yeah, for me it was a double bad expense. But anyway,
you know what's funny? I always I didn't used to go to the casino.
Yeah. And
I used to be exactly the same as you. And once I started going to the casino with that attitude,
yeah,
I started winning. So ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because then I went to like the fun tables, you know, where like the live tables and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like roulette and stuff, because if you don't care about winning,
it depends per game, I guess, indeed. I mean, you can have some, like if you do like the slot machine, right, that's all about winning. There's not a whole lot of game in there. It's just, you know, pull the lever and see what happens.
But that's where I lost the most.
But you also
actually
have games like, I don't know, you know, blackjack or roulette. It's more of a, you know, take your time, and there's a bit more game element involved, indeed, which I guess is more enjoyable. Wolfenos was saying that's with tax and tip.
Okay.
$120.
That's not bad.
So, yeah, that's...
I should probably move to the US then.
Yeah.
For me, a fancy dinner is that's just the food.
But Jason's saying I have bad RNG in games, like it's non-existent. Well, the good news is you have really good RNG when it comes to giveaways.
Oh yes.
Because you know you won this game, so you know. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I've also had games I used to play which had like in-game, you know, loot boxes or something, you know, like a gambling mechanic, and I would always give it a try, thinking that I was gonna get something good, but it never really happened. So I have the same thing.
Should we check out the ultimate performance maybe?
Oh yeah. I mean, probably you will see that the graphics will suffer. But the ultimate performance or ultra performance profile really tries to prioritize FPS over graphics fidelity.
Yeah, you do notice it.
Who was the winner? The first winner of the code was Jason Basham. He's on YouTube.
He's still talking.
We also still he's still here, of course. We still have a second code to give away later on this stream, so there is still a chance.
We should send them out after the
stream. So you're
actually
saying there's a chance?
We should send them out after the stream today.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just...
We want to make sure that you guys, you know, as soon as possible, you'll be able to enjoy it.
Yeah. And they didn't mention anything about region locking because there's no US or EU servers, I don't think. Well, there is servers, but there's no
well,
EU
it's just I
version
wanted
of
to
the
make
game
sure
that you
because
can buy.
sometimes when we get codes to give away, they are sadly region locked sometimes.
Yeah.
And in this case, it could very well be it's not the case. I hope so. I mean, there always is that off chance that maybe they forgot to tell us, or it wasn't included in the information that we got. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's region locked. I think it's fine. Because you redeem it over battle.net, so it's just a digital.
I know, but a lot of these things are digital. All the codes we get are digital, but still some are region locked, unfortunately. But anyway.
Okay. Let's go into a dungeon.
All right, Skeets, I'll stop talking, man. You're right, I am talking a lot. But then again, I mean, Ralph is focusing on the game a bit more, and I'm trying to focus on the chat to keep the conversation up.
It's fine. Are they saying you should stop talking?
Yeah, they're saying mean things about you. Don't read the chat.
About me?
No.
Like
Just kidding, man.
the
Just
bald
kidding.
guy sucks.
No.
in
That's.
Diablo,
I mean,
like,
I'm the only one getting stick here. So.
This bald guy looks like a necromancer.
What? No, but that's what you were going for, isn't it? When you go
Kinda,
to the you go to the barber shop, you're like, those necromancers from, from
Diablo?
Diablo 4. The barber says, "Say no more." I got
Barber
you.
says, "Gut."
I got you, fam.
Let's see, performance. I think the alter performance, the graphics are a little bit too. You notice it a little bit too much, but this is fine actually. This is not too bad.
Sorry, which did you check?
Alter performance I checked, but this one is fine.
And this one is?
This is performance.
Performance. All
Yeah.
right. Well, it's still. I mean, it should give you quite a nice bump in performance, but I mean, you're around 150 FPS.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're in a big dungeon though, like doing campaign missions. So.
Yeah. J. Cleofast, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, is saying, "Hope to win the game too. I've been dreaming of this game."
Ooh, dreaming even.
Yeah. I used to have that when I was young, and I wasn't allowed to be on the PC for too much
You dreamt
time,
of playing?
because my parents would have the typical excuse saying, your eyes will go square because you're looking at the screen and stuff like that.
And then you made your career out of it.
Yeah, like who's laughing now?
Yeah, who's laughing now, mama?
Just kidding. But yeah, I used to have that as well. Like I would play, what was it? Command & Conquer when it came out, like the first game there. I was at my uncle's place, like one of my uncles, we would stay over there for a weekend every now and again. And he had a PC and he had games like, Command & Conquer, Quake, the first game. And one of my favorite classic strategy games, it was a turn-based strategy games, Lords of the Realm 2. Which is just a timeless classic to me. Anyway, and they kind of they let me play for a bit longer than I normally would be allowed to by my parents. So shout out to my late uncle, unfortunately, but for that. So he had a big influence on that.
Nice.
And then when it came time to sleep, I actually had dreams about, or I was thinking about, and I would. This was the age, obviously, where you had like the big packet of the game with the booklet inside, the game guide.
Yeah.
And I would lie there, when I was not playing it or something, I would just lie in bed. I was just, thumbing through the book, like, okay, that unit, and it has that.
Nice.
Oh man. And then, if you fall asleep, then of course, obviously you're going to think about that, because that's the thing that's in your mind. So yeah, man.
Yeah. I can't say I've never dreamed about playing a game or playing, but I'm old enough to just buy it now, which is nice, but yeah. I'm very lucky and fortunate that
you see this meme sometimes where it was like, the being young versus being old, and then like the amount of time and energy you have to play games, which when you're young is huge, right? That's a big part of, you have a lot of energy and a lot of time to play games, but you don't really have money.
Yes.
And then you move to the middle, and it's like, well, you have, you get some money, but you still have a lot of time to play games. And then you get into the phase where you have kids, and your time is like almost zero, and you finally have money. And then when you retire, you have mountains of time. Not sure about the energy and a lot of money, but you're probably too old to play a lot of these games. Although, to be fair, I always see myself, whenever I do retire, I get to that noble age, if I ever do get to it, that I would be one of those grandpas, in a home, playing games pretty much non-stop all day, like gaming.
When your kids are out of the house.
It's just one of those visions I have about myself, you know, one of those mad gaming grandpas.
The new generation of grandpas.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people in my generation who are, you know, growing up and like avid gamers probably have that same idea. But yeah.
Let's see. Should we go for the essence generation?
What
so
is
I
that?
can spam. I think that's pretty strong. So every time I explode a corpse, I generate essence. So actually, the corpse explosion does now both damage and generates essence.
There you go. Yeah. So you can do more explosions.
So I can do more bone spears, which is the highest damage. I think.
There you go.
Yeah. So I can kill bosses really fast. Hopefully. There you go. Look at that. Whee. This is really easy. Oh.
Alright, well, Skeets also confirmed why he bought the game. First, all the videos on YouTube had me, then you guys started playing, and I saw Diablo like it is in my mind's eye. So yeah, and then it was the rest was history, I guess.
Yeah, I get that. I get how that works. It's nice.
What game would I replay? Oh, this is a great question, actually, Aditya. I like that question. What game would you replay in retirement?
Ooh.
Oh,
replay.
Well, I mean, it depends. But if this would be the like the time that I would retire and I have to choose now, obviously, I mean, I would probably play some new games again when they come out, like Diablo IV. But what other games would I play? Well, like I said, Lords of the Realm 2, because it's just there's something about that game that I really liked. What other games?
No, but like
I maybe Counter-Strike, but I guess I would be way too old for that, so I would get frustrated because my reflexes, I mean, they're already not as good as they used to be, but yeah, probably if you're old, it's not really a good choice.
I mean, there's a bunch of pros that are older now, so technically they don't have the fast reflexes anymore.
I mean, if we're talking retirement age?
No, like 40.
Yeah, there you go.
But still, I mean, they have still fast enough reflexes to play Counter-Strike
well,
on a pro level.
You know what they say, right?
You can still be decent.
Old age and treachery always beats youth and skill. it's a saying. It is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, basically saying experience and old age and experience basically trumps the energy of youth. But that only gets you so far. I mean, if you're talking Twitch shooters, yeah, I'm not sure. If you're talking games that really require you to think ahead, yes, you probably have an edge. If you're,
but even with like a tactical game like CSGO, a lot of it is thinking, right?
You're right, but in the end, it's also about fast aiming and accurate and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a combination.
Yeah. Cool,
sure.
Uncle Elias. I got Lords of the Realm 1 and 2 from GOG. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The older mechanics is no longer fun. Yeah, it depends. If you're gonna compare it to recent games, then they're really simple, and they lack a lot of the mechanics. But I kind of like that simplicity about it. It's like you don't have to worry about balancing too many things. It's really basic, and it has just enough for me at least to kind of sit back and enjoy. Again, it's like more like a casual game where you don't have to be fully invested and spend all your mind share on it, let's say. Hard work beats talent. Yeah, maybe. Survival genre. Yeah, Ark. I used to play with the dinosaurs when it came out. I really liked that one. I might. But I jumped back into it recently, and it for some reason it didn't have that same vibe or shine that it used to have. I don't know. It was.
You
have this Diablo sometimes 2. When you jump back to games, and in your mind they were like amazing. They were like, wow, this. And then you actually go and play them, and it's like, But it's probably because of everything that came after it, and you're kind of you're maybe comparing it, or it is in your mind that there are better games with other mechanics there, and so now maybe it's missing things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's mostly the mechanics usually.
Ooh, pirates, Sid Meier's Pirates, right? Isn't it?
You know what I would still want to play with like a group of friends? Sea of Thieves.
We actually did that on a live stream. It was in early days when we weren't streaming for that long still.
Yeah.
And we actually did stream that game when it was just coming out.
That game was fun.
Actually a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. But it's like you have to play that with friends. It's really a multiplayer game.
Yes,
if you play it by yourself, solo, it's not even half as fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Second Extinction? I've heard of that, but I've never really looked into it. But it's shooting dinosaurs, if I'm correct. It's more like a wave shooter, right? I think.
Torchlight was also fun, yeah.
Torchlight, yeah. Also tried that a little bit, but couldn't really get into it. Maybe it was a bad timing.
I have another skill point, Peter. I don't know what to do with it.
Ooh, something useful. Can't you do the what was the big guy summoning? Gorgon the Destroyer or whatever.
Gargoyle the Destroyer or whatever.
I don't know. What was the big guy you could?
That's I think. Where's the golem?
Oh yeah, golem. Yeah.
Golem.
By the way.
Where's the guy?
You'd expect the icon to be like a guy.
Bone Spirit. Wait. No.
Yeah, the golem.
Um.
Do you play any survival games? I used to, yeah. Like Ark and the Forest. But that was all with friends. And to be fair, if any of my previous gamer friends are watching, I'm sorry. I kind of dropped off the grid pretty much since I had kids. Because I mean, if you have kids, you probably recognize this. Especially if you have to watch them in the evening or stuff, you do have time to play games, but then they will wake up at random times, and you have to go to them. So if you're in a multiplayer game or stuff, you have to you have to walk away from it, and that's frustrating sometimes, especially if you're in the middle of a match or something and people are counting on you. So you kind of what I did is I in the end started playing more single player games. Even games like Europe Universalis, Crusader Kings 2 and 3, Mountain Blade, Warband back in the day, but also Bannerlord I've played quite a lot with mods as well. It's quite fun.
Nice.
So yeah, there's like tons of games that I'm really into.
The golem I unlock automatically at level 25.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right.
It's just a big part of the playbook, I guess. Big enough to just unlock it.
But yeah, so I'm really into those games that I can pause at will, basically, whenever I have to go and tend to one of my kids. It's just easier, and it feels like you're not missing out on something. Because I also feel frustrated if I'm in a multiplayer game and I have to walk away from it. I'll just feel like I'm missing out on something. So yeah. So I was a really avid multiplayer gamer for many years, and I had, still have, I guess, a lot of friends there, but I don't speak to them nearly as much, and I almost never play with them anymore because, yeah, I just don't have the time right now. Maybe at some point I will have again, but yeah.
I need more essence.
What? Hi, fool? Yeah, I have kids, yeah. 2, actually. I thought you were just like 20 to 24 years old. Thanks, but I'm not sure if that's if that's genuine or not. I'm not buying it. I don't think I can pass for 20 or 24 anymore. But yeah. Well, I mean, you had kids, they messed up all the fun. It sounds that way, but not really. It's just it's something that I always wanted. And they don't disappoint. But they do take a lot of time and effort. But I love them to death. So yeah, it's for me. I would say it's worth it. But the gaming thing, it never really goes away. Whenever I do have a bit of time, I will crawl back behind the PC, and then I'll make it do all the updates. And once it's done, I have to shut it down again. You know how it goes. But yeah.
That's life.
Yeah. No, just kidding. But yeah.
I don't have kids, but I have a girlfriend now, so it's like, hey, do you mind me playing Diablo every night of the week? And she's like, no, I don't mind. But then at some point she's like, babe, can you please just like entertain me at some point, because I'm so bored every night.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, maybe my kids will be gamers themselves at some point. Indeed, you're right. That's a possibility. And I mean, with girlfriends, it's always difficult. I mean, mine isn't really into games. I've tried getting her into it as well, but it's not really her thing. So, yeah. But she's okay with me spending time on them. Not too much, but it's fine. And there's other people I know whose girlfriends are actually just as big a fan of games as they are. So I mean that's also nice.
My girlfriend only plays Hogwarts Legacy.
On the other hand, I thought Ralph has kids. No, he doesn't. No, not yet.
I do look like the guy who has kids. From all of us.
Really? You have the dad look going on?
I guess so, yeah. Well, I have the bald face and, it helps. Helps looking like a dad. Sorry if I offend anyone, by the way. It's not my intention. I love it when the corpse explosion is just such a snowball.
Yeah.
Once there's one body, you have
keep
enough.
going.
Yeah, just keep pressing it.
Yep.
And one plop, 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 plop.
And Jason, I mean, I'm actually waiting for the moment. I'm hoping for the moment that my daughter, my eldest daughter, is old enough, and she will need a PC or something, because I will feel a bit more useful. Like, oh, finally, my skills can serve me well. But I'll probably just build her something really crappy at first, and then see how it goes. But yeah. And I also need to be careful not to really push her towards the gaming too much, because it needs to be her initiative, let's say. She needs to be the one to kind of say, well, I like this, I'm into this. I don't want to push it on her, let's say.
Yeah, force it on her.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's my thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be her. Don't let Eric build it. No, that's for God's sake, indeed. That's one of the things well, maybe there's maybe one scenario in which I will let him do it, which would be on this stream and blindfolded. And then I would probably disassemble it afterwards and rebuild it again, just to be sure. Are
you crazy? Is that the time where he doesn't destroy anything if he's blindfolded?
Yeah, well, he did a blind build. Was it last year or something? He did blindfold build, and indeed the PC did turn on. It worked, so
Okay.
Well done.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Another skill point. Oh man. We have curses now. Skeletal Mage Mastery, so I can have mages, I guess.
Oh, Wolfenos. Yeah, I mean, that's also... I kept some of my old gaming PCs around that, I could maybe sell them, but they probably don't, they wouldn't go for much money anyway. Actually, I don't know if it would run it probably wouldn't run Windows 11, because it's an Athlon 64. It's probably too old by now. But I was kind of wondering, like, maybe if at some point she needs a PC, like any PC, to just, do some schoolwork and stuff, that would probably be okay. But now thinking about it, it would have to be like a really old version of Windows running on it, which is not the most secure of things, so probably not a good idea. Anyway.
What is Decrepify and Iron Maiden?
Shove Linux onto it. Oh, honestly, that's probably going to be more difficult for her to get grips with. I mean, I've dabbled around with Linux just a little bit in the past, and I mean, if you just install like a distro, finished, it can work, but you still need to maintain it and teach her, where to find all the programs that she needs to use. Probably Windows is still like the safest. It's like the casual option, right? Everybody knows that. Okay, well maybe I'm wrong about it, but I thought you still have to. Well, maybe it's more like the people who really like Linux that are more into the console, the command part, and they don't want to have to click anything. They just, you know, put a command and it does everything for them, which is something I'm not really into. Or at least it's not for me. I was there in the days of DOS, right? So I had the DOS commands, but I'm kind of glad that we're not there anymore. I like the graphical interface more.
Same. Although I didn't know much about DOS, but
I did, man. We had like when sharing games, you know, you had. I mean, talking about Diablo 1, for example, you had like diskettes, like actual 1.44 megabytes diskettes, floppy disks. You know, with a little what was it? A little toggle on the disk that would enable or disable. Was it deleting or copying? I'm not sure anymore. But it had like a little lock symbol on it. Anyway, that's how old I am, right? And we had those. We were like, you know, some games you need multiple diskettes, and you know, with the installation process, like, whew, damn. Yeah. So it was a format lock. Yeah. Thanks, Dutch guy Limburg. You're right. Yeah. Override protection, something like that. No, I'm not even from the 90s. I'm from the 80s. That's right. I'm that old. I was there, Gandalf. 9,000 years ago. Yeah.
I think.
But I mean, to be fair, a lot of people who are into Diablo. I was pretty young for the age, I guess, when Diablo came out. It was probably, you know, I was maybe a bit young for a game like that, Quake. But yeah, that's why there's a lot of people who are, for example, playing this Diablo 4 game who are, you know, if they were into the Diablo franchise from the first game, there's a big chance that they're in their 40s already. So yeah.
I think this is one big last fight that we can do, and then
yeah. Then we'll do the second big giveaway. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Oh, you're okay. Yeah. This is actually, I believe, this is the exact point that I ended yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did a few side quests, so that's why probably I'm a little bit higher level. But yeah, I think this is exactly the point which I logged off yesterday on my account.
Yeah, I'm really rushing through it as well.
I know. So. Yeah. I used audio cassettes. I mean, we had one, but we were able to borrow one indeed with those the cassettes. Damn, that's really a long time ago. Some of us are in our 60s. There you go. Yeah. I mean, I have to respect that because you guys really are the OGs in my eyes, right? That's. When I was young, switch cassette tapes at the snack bar. Wow. See, we're really getting the oldies out here. Yeah, loading. Payne is loading Windows 3.11 on floppy disk. I mean, Windows 3.11 was already a big revelation for me because there was a graphical interface, right? Before that, there was just DOS, right? Anyway. I'm just glad that, you know, things like, you know, we've come a long way in that regard with Windows and the games as well. So Ralph is almost done here, it looks like. Ooh, don't get hit by any of the spells, man. Pitboard. Oh, yeah, I think you got it. Okay.
I might not be there yet.
No, I think you do, because, yeah, dying breaths, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Again, this was the last thing I saw yesterday before I logged off, so it's pretty much logged into my memory. I was like, okay, yeah, okay, maybe this is a good time to stop because I still have to get some sleep.
All right.
Nice.
Let's go back to town then, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that what we need to do?
Yeah, you probably didn't pick up that many items, did you? You didn't really stop and see.
Oh no, I just picked up this.
Just a few of them. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. So if you haven't already, if you want a chance to win, wait, let me just quickly go to the main view here. The second or last copy in this case of Diablo 4 Ultimate Edition, which Blizzard kindly provided to us to give away. You now have a couple of minutes still to participate. So you go to either msi.com/2/insider, as it says above Ralph there, or you click on the Gleam link that has been posted every every 5 minutes on the YouTube or Twitch chat. Perform a couple of actions. The more actions you perform, the better your chance of winning. It just adds points, basically. And then in the background, we'll do a random selection of the winner. Sleep is for the weak. Yes. I've heard people say, like, you can sleep when you're dead. Well,
yeah, like a necromancer.
who's the winner for the second coat? Well, we're about to find out. Reign of Keys.
Yes, sir.
We will find out in a minute or two. By the way, if you guys have any questions about the game or any of the settings or the bundle, maybe can you pull up the bundle again, Ralph, on your PowerPoint, on the slides? You can maybe highlight it again, maybe for those who missed it. There is a bundle going on. Oh, you already shut it down?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I put it
but there is a bundle with the NVIDIA with RDX 40 series GPUs, both separate, at least for 4070 and up, so 4070, 4070 Ti, 4080 and 4090, where if you buy one of those GPUs...
You can pull it up if you want,
yeah,
the PowerPoints.
Yeah, if you buy one of those GPUs now... Oh, I thought you were ready.
1 sec. Yeah.
Okay.
It should be on.
Yes.
Let's have a look. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So you get the game and you get some really
Cosmetics.
nice exclusive skins, both in well, actually one skin in this game, the light bearer mount and comparison. Oh, I thought it was different. Oh, comparison. Okay.
Yeah, so you get a horsey.
Yeah. Mount armor. So indeed, the mount itself and the armor for it. And also in Diablo 3, you get the Inarius wings and the Murloc pet. You get in was it World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. World of Warcraft, you get the amalgam of Rage mount, and then in Diablo Immortal, you get the Darkness cosmetics set as well. Is the game good? Well, that remains again. You know, we don't want to. We think so. Yeah, we like it. We bought it as well. So. We would say yes, but ultimately that's up to you to decide.
Lilith wants me to get this for my wife. Ace Wingman says it.
Yeah.
Well, you pray to Innerus then that
Yes.
that you will get it.
All right. Okay. So
Let's pull it.
Yeah. Is it time?
Yes.
All right, guys. You ready? Let's see.
Who the winner is.
Let's make sure we have all the entries in.
Drum roll,
Ooh,
please.
That's thousands of entries.
Oh, that's
All right.
a lot.
Yes. Well, I wouldn't have expected anything less, to be honest. All right, let's go.
Drawing.
Draw the winner.
Du-du-du-du-du.
It's taking its time. It's taking its time. All right.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Our second winner.
I can't even read that.
No?
Not from here. Okay.
You wanna try to?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah.
The winner is Solodolo.
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 Solodolo. Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Solodolo. You win the
Solodolo.
second copy of Diablo IV Ultimate Edition. Yeah, congratulations to our two winners. We will send those codes out right after we end the stream, by the way, so you have the maximum amount of time to enjoy them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you everybody for watching, obviously, and for participating. We hope you enjoyed the live stream. Again, if you have any questions, who was the first winner? I believe their name was Jason.
Yes.
And they've been active in the chat quite a bit, so yeah, they're already really happy with it as well, which I imagine the second winner is as well.
Any loyalty bonus winners today or not?
Yeah. The second one actually was a loyalty bonus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The first one wasn't. So
No,
yeah,
yeah.
you still have a chance to win if you don't have the loyalty bonus, as you can see.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And let's see.
Next week.
Yeah. Next